So in 2018, we've got the World Cup in Russia, and England will be fancying their chances as they prepare to take on Belgium, Tunisia and Panama in the group stage. That means Gareth Southgate has an important 6 months ahead of him as he ponders who to select for the biggest tournament of his life. During the last international break, Gareth Southgate gave various youngsters their first taste of international football, so let's take a look at 6 more players who could make their England debuts in 2018. First up, we've got Will Hughes. The midfielder has been wanting to watch in the Championship for years now and finally got his Premier League move over the summer, joining Watford for around £8 million. Aged 22, Hughes would probably have been a Premier League player for a few years had injury not slowed his development down, but now he's here, he's not wasting any time, playing his part in Watford's great start of the season. Hughes has class on the ball, can score and assist, and will surely make his England bow this year. Next we've got Jamar Lascelles. Another player who has spent most of his years in the Championship, Jamar Lascelles is currently in his second season as a Premier League defender, but has had to show maturity despite his age, already being named Newcastle United captain. The centre-half helped drag Newcastle to promotion last season and started well back in the Premier League, with his leadership at the back making the Geordies a much tighter unit than they are without him. With Gareth Southgate opting to play 3 centre-backs, there are even more chances for English centre-halves, and Lascelles is one who could don the 3 Lions shirt in 2018. Up next it's Dominic Calvert-Lewin. The Everton man was part of the England under-20 side that won the World Cup this summer, scoring the only goal of the game in the final against Venezuela. His strike partner Dominic recently made his England debut, despite not having made a Premier League start at the time, or scored a competitive goal in English football, so Calvert-Lewin must feel like he deserves a chance as well, having been an almost consistent figure in the Everton first team all season. With pace in behind and a willingness to run the channels, Calvert-Lewin could play anywhere across Gareth Southgate's front 3 and will feel he deserves a chance compared to some of the players who have been afforded opportunities before him. Next up we've got Lewis Dunk. Another centre-back who won promotion to the Premier League last season, Lewis Dunk has adapted brilliantly to the top flight, other than the odd own goal, and his partnership alongside Shane Duffy has played a key part in Brighton's positive start of the season. Now aged 26, Dunk should be entering the peak of his powers and was very unlucky to miss out on an England call-up during the last international break. Gareth Southgate wants his centre-backs to be able to play their way out of bother, and Dunk has shown he's decent enough with the ball at his feet, and that could make him a more likely England candidate than the previously mentioned Jamar Lascelles. Up next we've got Trent Alexander-Arnold. The Liverpool youngster has been endorsed by former England captain Steven Gerrard, so that tells you all you need to know about how highly rated Trent Alexander-Arnold is. The 19-year-old has spent most of his time in the Liverpool first team playing at right back, but is a versatile player. However, his best chance with England is probably at right wing back, where the 3 Lions also have the likes of Kyle Walker and Kieran Trippier, so the Liverpool lad has some stiff competition. However, he's represented England at youth level from under-16s through to the under-21s, so the senior side is the next step for Alexander-Arnold, who will be hoping he can impress enough in red to catch Gareth Southgate's attention. And finally we've got Phil Foden. The youngest player on this list, 17-year-old Phil Foden had the world talking after his appearance at the Under-17 World Cup, where he won the Golden Ball for his sensational performances. Foden is highly thought of at Man City by Pep Guardiola, who has already given the midfielder his debut, and if City continue to cruise towards the Premier League title, then Foden should get even more chances before the season is out. The teenager could be a wildcard for Gareth Southgate ahead of the World Cup, and it wouldn't be the first time the 3 Lions have called upon a player as young as Foden. So those are 6 players who could make their England debut in 2018. Let us know which of these players you think will play for England in 2018, or any we've missed in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And make sure to check out Geordie Boot Boys for all Newcastle related content if you're a fan of the Magpies.